Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, if you're new here, it's totally free to subscribe. Hit the like button for post notifications. Hey, let's get right on to it. This is another episode of Crypto Nation Reacts, the Altcoin Daily. The title on this one is called "Joe Rogan warns crypto holders: Bitcoin to zero." Okay, whatever. he just want to scale out retail so he can buy up crypto. We already know what this is. But anyways, let's see what they're talking about here on this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button for post notifications. Let's get right on to it.
Hedge fund and this and that and this goes under, or where if you're an idiot and you invest in NFTs or Bitcoin. I know a dude who just lost a shitload of money in crypto coin.
Joe Rogan, on a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, just slammed cryptocurrency.
You get nutty and you think it's free money, and no, it's some kind of crazy thing that's going on where you got fake money.
Explains why he thinks it's a scam.
Some weird created money, and you just spent a lot of real money to buy some of this weird, imaginary money.
Speaking
it's digital
of which,
money.
And watch today's whole video.
Jamie tried to explain it to me like 6 or 7 times.
Because even though his producer, Jamie, argues with him,
getting into the screenshot thing is a tough thing because it's like you own a car, but me having a picture of your car on my phone doesn't mean I own your car.
and he actually had some pretty good arguments.
I hear what you're saying, but it's not the same because there's no real value.
Watch today's whole video. Joe first explains why NFTs were one of the stupidest things in crypto, have no value. Let's watch this video, like the content. I want to react and give you my opinion.
do you want to buy what were those things? Those fake pictures that people bought for a while?
NFTs.
Yeah, those.
What was that?
What was that about?
What was that?
That was crazy.
Bro, and they sold for millions of dollars. I know a dude who he got rich. He was an artist.
Yeah, but
he got rich
then-
selling NFTs. Yeah. In the beginning, when everyone was like frothy with it.
It sold, and then they dropped to nothing. So I always have all these people coming up to me, and they're like, "Oh man, you're trying to raise money for the rainforest." And they're like, "You need to get into the NFT market." And so I almost got by the NFT people.
Yeah. No, I've had multiple occasions where I've been asked to do things for NFTs, and I've been asked to do things with crypto, and I was like, I don't even know what it is. So how the am I gonna do? How am I gonna endorse? Like, I won't endorse something unless it's a product that I've used or makes sense, or they can explain to me, oh, this is how it works. Like, okay.
So first of all, and I give Joe full credit on this, he is admitting he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's admitting he doesn't understand cryptocurrency, let alone NFTs. Now, unfortunately, in this case, he just has a massive audience, so at least 14.5 million people watched this talk with him trashing crypto. I am going to call Joe out on a few things, but let's continue this.
An NFT, like, Jamie tried to explain it to me like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, but you have it on your phone, right? So I can take a screenshot and I have it on my phone too.
Yeah.
No, but you don't own it. Okay, what does that mean?
Pay attention to this back and forth because Jamie, the producer, is going to jump in.
You have the exact same
I've
experience
never had
of
never
having this
understood.
$1 million yacht ape. Is that what it was called?
No, it was the Bored Ape.
What was the Bored Ape? What was the
It's
apes?
just a fucking cartoon picture of a monkey.
What were they called though? Yeah. Was it yacht apes or bored apes?
This game, you're not ready for it.
Was like one that a lot of people were buying, and I was like, what the f are you paying money for? This is crazy.
It's called the Bored Ape
Bored
Yacht
Ape.
Club.
Oh, that's what it
Bored
is.
Ape Yacht
Okay,
Club. We're
Bored
both
Ape.
right.
Bored Ape. Show an image of what these things are. And what was the most expensive one that went for? This thing is like a cartoon. And how much did they go for?
I mean, at the time, so those numbers at the bottom right there are showing that would be like, I think it's Ether. So 111 Ether would be the price. That's 3,000 a coin right now. So it'd be 300 grand, but
300 grand.
it said it was sold at 769. So
but
that would
you
have
could
been
just
like close to a
screenshot
million.
it.
So it was
Just screenshot that
sold
shit.
at 769. So it's sold at close to $1 million. And what is that?
And this is where Jamie defends the NFT community, defends the can't you just screenshot it argument.
That's getting into the screenshot thing is a tough thing because it's like you own a car, but me having a picture of your car on my phone doesn't mean I own your car.
Yeah, but you don't understand what I just said
I know,
earlier.
I know.
I said it's the exact same experience.
Yeah, I know.
The experience of having it on your phone is very different than the experience of you having a picture of my car.
The same with any art then. Dude, that's just the argument for art then.
No,
Card
but
is
it's
a bad
not
example.
because
Card's a bad example. But Mona
well,
Lisa, I can look at the Mona Lisa on my phone all day long. I don't own it.
right. But there's a big difference between owning the Mona Lisa on your phone. So like the Mona Lisa was only on a phone and you could just screenshot it and you would also have the exact same experience of the Mona Lisa. The difference in the physical Mona Lisa is it's hundreds of years old.
Right.
And it's painted by a master.
You don't just own it on your phone is the sort of the thought.
But you do.
Where do you own it then?
But the thing is you can replicate.
Your phone's an access point to where you do own it. That's like saying your bank account, like is only on your phone, but it's not.
I hear what you're saying, but it's not the same because there's no real value in that NFT. It's fake. Like the experience of having it is no different. It's not like, I get that you're saying that it's money.
Look, I'm
and you're
into
to trade it as money.
I agree with everything you're saying as someone that is invested in this stuff, and I'm getting
how
into
much did you
cards.
waste?
I think Jamie's doing a great job. He's probably actually watching this video breakdown today. But just to add to it, the revolution of NFTs, just like, and I will say this, the revolution of Bitcoin is verifiable digital ownership. So before cryptocurrency, Bitcoin was invented, the average person couldn't really own anything, their data, their identity, whatever, online. Bitcoin was the first case of verifiable ownership. You could transfer value. Yes, somebody could screenshot my Bitcoin public address, but they don't own it. Just like somebody could screenshot my Wells Fargo bank account, doesn't mean they own it. Of course, with a bank account analogy, a centralized, powerful middleman has to verify that. The big banks are the arbiter of all that. With Bitcoin for the first time, the people were in charge with their global digital ledger. Now, what Bitcoin did for money, NFTs are doing for identity, community, and for example, just taking the digital collectible example route, back in the day, if you wanted to support, let's say, a musician, an artist, you'd go to their concert, you'd get the specific t-shirt that they were only offering for that year's tour. That was a way you could be able to tell your friends, I was there, this is verifiable. And while you can still do something like that today, I go and I buy a t-shirt at a concert, maybe I wear it 5, 10 times max per year, maybe just a handful of my friends are able to see it. Yet, with a digital collectible, let's say something that I can only buy at a concert, post that on my Instagram, post that on my Twitter, all my friends can see it. Plus, millennials and definitely Gen Z today say their digital lives are often more important than their physical lives, as crazy as that sounds. So what Joe Rogan doesn't understand, that NFTs, while there was so much garbage and there was so much hype, and many of them, the majority of them were overvalued back then, this is just the natural progression of technology. Also, NFTs allow verifiable data than just a physical item. A physical item can be counterfeited. You can buy that t-shirt from somebody who's actually there and sort of fake your identity. NFTs solve that. Jamie, please continue. You're doing a great job.
How much did you waste?
I didn't waste any because I was getting stuff when it was
You're gonna hit a
cheap
nerve
or whatever, I bought it at the right time. I could have sold it and made a bunch of money, but I did not. I would have had to pay taxes on all that money too, which I don't know if people are doing or did and all that stuff.
It's all so kooky.
The thing I was going to bring up is I'm into sports cards now. Those are... Why is that stuff worth money?
Well, because they're
hold it in your
original
hand.
physical things, and then they're also have serial numbers on them. I guess if you had a fake one,
That's where you don't know if anyone's faking it.
but the thing is, the real ones, you're also getting a little piece of history,
Maybe.
this arrowhead. If somebody made this arrowhead and I didn't know, because guys do make arrowheads. There's a lot of modern day people that make arrowheads, but this one was found at a friend of mine's ranch.
I think it's about time Joe Rogan has another Bitcoin guest, does a Bitcoin episode, possibly invites Andreas Antonopoulos back on the show. I do think he's at a point that he is okay with Bitcoin. He's just highly speculative about everything else.
I kind of get what Joe Rogan is saying. Some of the stuff he says makes sense, but the thing is, he doesn't understand how the blockchain works. An NFT is on a blockchain, just like a regular cryptocurrency is on a blockchain. Where there's Solana, Base, Ethereum. They're on the blockchain. So, and it's kind of like real. He don't know about the whole thing with RWAs or real world assets. You know what I mean? So yeah, it does have a value. Somebody do own it. We buy, sell, and trade it. Just like stocks or whatever. We buy, sell, trade, and you know what I mean. It's definitely a speculative market. But that's the part he don't understand. the whole, the blockchain part. Yeah.
After all, here's a clip from way back in 2022.
Exactly. I think of Bitcoin the same way I think about the early internet. I think they didn't see it coming, and now it's a viable form of currency. You can actually buy things with it, and I think the government is freaking out. I think what they're going to try to do is they tried to do some shit with the internet during the Obama administration, where they were going to try to censor the internet, and it fell apart because people were furious in the uproar, and they thought the political repercussions of it were not worth it. Like the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, so they backed off of it. But I feel that there's going to come a time where some government, whether it's the United States or another government, might try it first. They're going to try to implement, I know they already do it in China, but they're going to try to implement a digital currency, a centralized digital currency that they can control.
Very spot on. And by the way, for that reason, he should like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the antithesis of CBDCs. Also, since this clip, the United States government has only embraced it, Bitcoin specifically. If anybody knows young Jamie, I encourage you to send this video to them. Jamie, I'd love to have you on the channel. Be sure to subscribe for one video per day, keeping you informed about crypto. We are so close to 1.5 million. And like always, see you tomorrow.
All right, that concludes that episode. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. So that was a pretty interesting episode, what Joe Rogan was talking about. But anyways, yeah. Hey, if you'd like to support the channel, go ahead and get the channel membership. It's between $3 to like $19. The cheapest one, $3. And I'm going to be dropping private content to the channel members. I dropped a video last weekend to the private members. So definitely, and I just want to say thanks to my, if you are a channel member, thanks. And when I get a chance, I will be dropping some more private content to the private members, to the people who got the channel membership. But anyways, that concludes that episode. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.